Advantage to the gambler, well, there's two main reasons that we oppose it. One is economic, which we've talked about a little bit.
0.04.
And the other reason is that we oppose it for the tremendous social cost that it has to the individual as well as to the community. We've talked a little bit about the economics. When an individual becomes addicted to gambling, the most severe economic consequences occur. Individuals can run tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt. There's very high bankruptcy rates. The stress of it all puts strain on marriages, increased rates of domestic and child abuse, spousal abuse.
Mm-hmm.
There's increased risk of crime development. I was just at a conference in Kansas City this past week where they discussed some of these things, and one of the lectures that I attended, the lady who is a counselor in Nebraska works with problem gamblers, and she said crime will follow these addicted gamblers because they exhaust all their resources. There was a study done by Earl Grinnells and David Mustard, published in March of 2001, called Measuring Industry Externalities, the Curious Case of Casinos and Crime, where they talk about it takes approximately 3 years for crime to increase when a casino is put in, and that's about the time it takes for an addicted gambler to exhaust all of his resources.
Okay. We're going to get back to this question I have on the line. Line 1, Scott.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
All right. I'm wondering, is your guest, I know he's representing some kind of special interest group, and my question to him directly is, if, let's say, for example, that the gambling is going to provide at least 10 jobs, just a wild number here, does he have any job to replace the 10 jobs that are not going to be here because of the gambling? I suspect that, he's talking a lot about what he's against here. Well, I mean, this economy needs some jobs, so why don't he replace the jobs that are going to be lost with the gambling? And I think he would solve a lot of his problem. If he doesn't like gambling, then put some jobs there to replace it.
Well, that's a very interesting point, and that is one of the points that the casino proponents do bring up, is that there will be jobs there, and it's true, there will be jobs.
Where can I apply for these jobs? I mean, just for example, myself, if I was into one of these jobs, where could I go apply for these jobs you're talking about?
Are you talking about the casino jobs?
No, I'm talking about the job that you're going to provide in replace of the casino job once the casino is no longer going to be coming to Wichita.
Well,
As an alternative.
yes, well,
Yeah,
let me
there you
explain
go.
to you that the jobs that a casino brings eventually simply just shift the employees from jobs that were done away with because of the casino there in various industries, grocery stores, restaurants, and the like. And eventually, in the course of a few years, you have a net zero gain in actual jobs.
But you mean this organization that you're a part of, they don't provide any jobs? That's what I'm asking. I mean,
No, sir, we don't hire anybody.
Okay.
We're not an economic development group.
I see. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Uh-huh.
Lee,
Yes.
good evening.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Okay, how are you all tonight?
Good, thank you.
Doing well.
I've got a question. Do you have any idea how many people bus or drive to the Kansas City or Topeka area each week to take the money out of Wichita?
That's a pretty good question.
They take their money out of Wichita and they leave the problem when they come back. If you're saying there's problem gambling, everybody else gets to benefit from the money they spend elsewhere out of state. They go to Mississippi, they go to Oklahoma. The problems still come back with these people that drive and bus to these places. So if Wichita and Sedgwick County is going to have to pay for the social services involved with that, why not create the jobs here instead of sending the money elsewhere?
Well, if you look at the Wichita downtown, I do not know the number of individuals that go elsewhere to gamble. I don't.
Am I still on?
Yes, you are.
Okay, well, I can tell you personally because I use Prestige Bus Service. They have 300 to 500 people a week bus to Topeka area, go to the casino there. That's a large number of people and a lot of money leaving the Sedgwick County, Wichita area.
Well, that's true. The Wichita Downtown Development Corporation has estimated, this is a study that was done for the casino developers, that if a casino is built in Wichita, that there would be created new 5,200 to 7,800 new pathological gamblers.
Can you explain that to the viewers?
Well, a pathological gambler is the worst kind of gambling addiction. These are individuals that are absolutely absorbed in gambling, and these are the ones that suffer the greatest consequences from gambling. Accessibility to casino gambling increases the social and economic cost to an area. So while there are people that do gamble, if we built one in Wichita, we would only multiply the number of problem gamblers. We would increase the number of the costs. The studies across the country have shown that for every dollar that a government takes in from gambling revenue, they end up spending $2 paying for the social programs and the associated services that are required to support that casino and the problems that occur from it.
Okay, well, there's also people who used to bus to Oklahoma just
Lee, can you speak louder, please?
yes, there are also people who used to bus to Oklahoma to play large stake bingo gambling, and now those bingo casinos have turned into slot machine casinos. But the people here are still driving south to Oklahoma, and the people in Oklahoma would like to, they're going to Topeka and Kansas City for example, table games other than slots. They're going to other places, and Wichita is just getting passed by, everybody traveling one way or another, and we're just like a go-between. We'd be lucky if they stop off and buy gas here in between. So the people are gambling. They're just taking their money elsewhere. And if you look around the city, there's Keno, there's scratch-off, there's Powerball, there's the racetrack. People are gambling all over this city. If you know, people that never get out of the office that want to read all the surveys, they need to go and park at a Quick Trip and watch how many people scratch off scratchers. And the state is getting something for it, but only the Quick Trip and the state are making any money off these scratch-off tickets. How about a casino with some employees that, you know, waitresses, cooks, slot machine attendants, security? Hundreds of jobs would be available with a casino.
There would be employment with a casino. Our contention is that the cost, both economically and socially, to this area would do not favor a casino being a good idea for us.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks, Lee. I have Jimmy.
Hi, and hi to your guest.
Good evening, sir.
Hi.
Well, first of all, turned down my television. I apologize, guys, if I got to your ears there.
We can hear you.
Okay. First of all, I worry about this proposed level 3, I believe it is, state proposed gambling. The government is the poorest person in the world trusting money to. They give favor, approval, and opportunity in order to get favor, approval, and opportunity. And they do not hardly ever put their money where it benefits the community. It benefits those who favor them. And you can build a casino here, but I guarantee you every dollar that they put in will be put on more wasting and spending and foolishness that they have continued to do for some time now on little goof-off ventures like the Hyatt and it all goes